Hi everyone, welcome back to Abstract Medicine. I do hope you're doing well. Let's have a look at the messages all about what do you need to shift from your energy right now. What do you need to shift from your energy right now? So I had a private reading yesterday and my client's personal reading was all about that. So I thought, why not bring it out into the collective today? Okay, we're going to be using the activation cards as well. So grab yourself a coffee, a drink of your choice, food, snacks, whatever it is you need to feel cozy. It's going to be a cozy reading. If you can tip me for the energy exchange, I do appreciate it. Better still, if you like to go deeper into your situation and you want me to be a bit more accurate with your personal situation, you may wish to book a personal reading with me. I also do have my April and May retreat dates open and available. All you have to do is just go to the website, go to bookings, and all the information is right down below. Thank you so much. Okay, so what kind of energy, what do you kind of need to shift right now? Okay, it's going to be a quick pick a pile, all right? That's what they're saying. So, pile one. Which one's pile one? Okay, pile one, pile two, that was quick, and pile three. Ooh. There we go, pile three. Okay, so okay, so we're not going to reveal the cards yet. So this is going to be pile one, what you need to shift right now, what the energy needs being shifted. What kind of shifts are you going through? What kind of energy is needing to be pile one. What kind of energy needs to be shifted for you? Pile two, this is your pile. What energy needs to be shifted? Or what are you shifting right now? And pile three, what kind of energy are you shifting right now? Or what do you need to shift in your energy? Pile three. So take a moment to meditate, pause the video if you like, or if you want to meditate, close your eyes, open your eyes, and then go to the pile that really resonates for you. As soon as you see that pile, then that will be the reading for you. The timestamps are down below. Okie dokie, pile one, welcome to your reading. So let's have a look and see what the energy is shifting. What sort of shifts are you experiencing? I don't know why I'm finding it really difficult to translate the information that's coming in from above, but here we are. So what energies are being shifted right now? We have fertility. Wow. So the energy that's being shifted right now is so that you can be in a recipient energy for fertility. Okay, so we have the frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of yourselves. So 27 could also be significant. I feel like for a lot of you who picked pile one, I see that you're shifting the energy for something to grow. So what that means is that you get to open up the space for a great bounty to take place. It's going to take maybe 9 months gestation period. So in order to get ready for that, you've got to clear out your space, clear out your room, clear out your apartment, clear out your home, clear out your schedule to enter in the new, enter in this beautiful experience that you're about to experience that involves something that you're going to love, that you're going to focus all of your attention on. You're going to sleep, eat with, dream about, something that you're very passionate about, but it comes from a very divine place. Now 27 rounds down to a 9, which is an ending and a new beginning. So I feel like what's shifting right now is an ending of a cycle and an entering into a new beginning. Okay, I want to have a look at the good tarot on this one, pile one. So let's have a look and see which cards are coming up for pile 1. Your clairaudience is also being expanded at this time, I'm hearing, particularly from your maternal line, because I felt my ear pressure on my left side do what it normally does when I'm channeling. Okay, you've got the Six of Earth here, Six of Pentacles. So what you're needing to clear right now, or you get to clear, is you get to clear the clutter and you get to create harmony and balance in your life right now, as you are, as I said, creating something new. Now, this is also something that maybe you've already created over the last 9 months. Remember, we spoke about 9 months gestation period, 9 months of creating a project for a baby. And we have 27, which is a 9 again. So 99, claim it down in the comments if this resonates for you. 99 down in the comments. And I feel like, you know, it feels like, I feel like some of you are artists and some of you are using the colour blue and green more as well in your artistry. This could also be coming from a place of from your heart and from a place of from your throat as well. So you're speaking truth coming from your soul. So you could also be singing at a higher frequency. You could also be using the number 9 or 949 frequency, possibly hertz, 949 hertz frequency. We also have 6 here, so there's a 9 here, so 6 and 9 is a sign of Cancer. Excuse me. So 6 and 9 is a sign of Cancer. I do get the sense that there's a pause. You know, there's a pause in the momentum. I feel like what's being shifted is suddenly a halt and a stoppage. Okay, I do feel for a lot of you who are not wanting to be pregnant, you are fertile with creativity and emotions, and you are an embodiment of harmony, or you will be an embodiment of harmony coming up soon in the surroundings around you. Yeah, exactly. 10 of Earth. A lot of you, this does pertain to family. If this is not your if this doesn't resonate for you, this may not actually be your reading, but this could also be a lot of wealth, a lot of stability, and a new group of people that really put you on good stead for the future. So you've got 6, 9, and 10 of Earth. This is something about grounding. So what's being shifted right now in your energy is balance, financial balance and stability into great wealth and legacy. Whatever you are creating, there's going to be a legacy about it, pertaining to it. We have the 9 of Air, another 9, and air energy is what I was picking up on with the blue here, which is the throat chakra, and the 9 of Earth. Okay, if you've been saying lots of 9s, pile 1, then claim it down in the comments. 9999 9999 9999 is an angel number that is going to resonate for you, so have a look and see what that means. I feel some of you who are single, some of you who are or have been working alone for a long time, I feel like you're going to continue being, I don't want to say the lone wolf, but I feel like there's an energy of silence surrounding you, and it's a sacred silence. Some of you could be doing a sacred fast, and I think that I'm hearing what I see is what I am. So this could be one of your mantras. What I see is what I am. So you're shifting also what you are looking at, because what you're looking at is not a direct reflection of who you are or who you were. So expect yourself to move or travel or relocate. I feel like there is definitely a shift in your finances. For those of you who've been working alone, I see now you're going to be working in a group or in a company. For those of you who are artists, now you're going to be represented by a gallery. For those of you who've been juggling your finances, I see now that you're going to be more stable and you're going to get yourself out of your own way, because I see that you have been experiencing maybe some mental health issues, and I see that you'll realize when the time comes why this all had to happen, because you have created something that has been imbued with love. So say, for example, you've been going through a really difficult time, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You channeled all of your experiences, your emotions, into what you love, into your creativity. Okay, and we have the 5 of water, which is the 5 of cups, typically involving disappointments, sadness. I'm also hearing mislaid aggression. So again, I feel like you've been in a silent, I just heard silent treatment, so you may have also given someone the silent treatment, but you've been in your own kind of cocoon, and I feel like there's a change in your status. I feel like you're elevating your status because of a new role that you are going to be embarking on. We have the King of Air. Now this could also be a new position. Motherhood could also be a new role in your life. The King of Air, you could be dealing with a Gemini, Aquarius or Libra. Definitely a Gemini here with the Magician. I see that you are manifesting, and you have been slowly but surely, and you'll realize this in hindsight, manifesting the life you've always wished. I feel like a lot of you, it has been involving you're working on your affirmations and your mantras, and you're creating the life that you wanted to create, involving financial stability. I see a lot of that coming true for you. And the 5 of Earth, we have another angel number here with 55. I see that you've been experiencing financial losses. I see that you've been experiencing maybe solitude after a breakup. I see that but in the meantime, you've been transmuting all of those experiences, life experiences, into something beautiful. And we have the 3 of Fire, which is the 3 of Wands. I see, expect yourself to be moving and traveling soon as well. And the Page of Water, expect a surprising message from someone, maybe from afar, or a business partnership where you could be, we have a Messenger of Water as well, you could be asked, to travel somewhere, to relocate, to go on a new journey. I feel go on a new journey. There's a sense of adventure here, and again, there's something illuminating, something very, what's shifting for you is an illumination and an awakening period. A lot of you are experiencing an awakening, and we have the Queen of Water. Exactly. So a lot of you will become mothers. If you are Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and your partner is a Gemini in particular, or Aquarius or Libra, then this reading will definitely pertain to you. Where in the last collective reading, we had the New Life energy, the New Life card, and there was this message about Osiris and Isis coming together in order to make the 3rd, which is Horus. So you could exactly come together in your relationship, or meet someone. I feel like a lot of you are in a situation, or your significant person, and you come together and you have a child with a Page of Water as well, which is a child. And fertility. If that's not what you want, I see that you're coming together in order to create balance. You come together because of your own leadership in how you, in your call for balance, you then create balance. In your call for balance, you then see balance. In your call for balance, you then experience balance. So you see balance in your finances, you see balance in your emotions, you see clearly. I'm hearing you see clearly now the day is gone or something. And now I'm hearing the other song, and the night is long, hold on. Yeah, you've been through I think a lot of you have been through a dark night of the soul. Just know that it's all coming into fruition, and nothing that you have done has been made in vain. I feel like a lot of you are singers, artists. I feel like you almost kicked the bucket, I'm hearing, but you stayed steadfast. Archangel Michael could also be your teacher, or I'm hearing your mentor, or your angel, your archangel, or Archangel Raziel, which is the Magician as well, at least for me as a reader. You've made something manifest. You're about to. If it hasn't, you haven't experienced it yet, you're about to make something manifest. The 9 turns into the 10. So if you haven't listened to that collective reading, which I just posted yesterday, go ahead and listen to that reading. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing for you, pile 2. There's a couple more cards. For some of you, you could also be moving on. We have lots of angel numbers for you. Sorry, pile 1. Also, you could also be wanting to listen to pile 2. 999, 55, and 88. 8 of water and 8 of fire. A lot of you, you're wanting to travel, and some of you could be traveling with work, or you take your work with you, like a digital nomad. Queen of Water again. A lot of you, your dreams are just about to come true. I see that you are very, very imaginative people, and I see that you long to be close to the water. For some of you, I'm also seeing Lake Geneva. I feel like there's great success coming your way. I don't think you need to wait very long. The 3 of water, the 3 of wands that came in earlier, 3 of fire, usually talks about you're waiting for your ships to come in. I feel like there's a good news message, or lots of messages coming in about your success, your impending success that is due to you. Okay, and this may require you moving or moving on from a situation. If you are in a relationship or you're in a situationship, just take it as it resonates. You may want to go deeper in your situation with me with a private reading, but I feel like some of you could be coming together with your partner in order to create a project or something. And we have 3 of fire again, exactly. So I don't feel, some of you, there could be a group of you that may want to wait, or requires a bit more patience for this change to come in. But I feel like others of you, you're on the precipice. For those of you who are waiting just a little bit longer, you don't have to wait very long. I mean, I'm seeing literally 9 days. In 9 days, you're going to see changes. If not, it's imminent for a lot of you. It's like today, tomorrow. So make sure you check all of your inbox, check your spam mail, like check everything, check your slow mail, your letterbox as well, because I feel like there's good news coming in on account of you working towards something creative. So fertility, let's just have a quick look at that. I don't normally do a sunset reading, but I was called to do a sunset reading, so I'm doing a sunset reading. Yeah, so it's about you being more open. So I think in the past you used to be quite closed and shut off from your opportunities, and now you're realizing the power of your manifestation abilities. You're very magnificent people. So say, I am magnificent. Put it down in the comments if you wish. I am magnificent. I am a visionary. I create my own reality. Yes, exactly. When the long dark days of winter finally give way to the arrival of a new season, all of existence responds in glorious expression. Yeah. What are you ready to give birth to? So that's what I have for you, pile 1. So a quick reading. If you'd like to listen to pile 2 or pile 3, you're more than welcome to do that. And if you'd like to purchase one of these beautiful altar pieces as well, you're more than welcome to do that. All the information is down below in the description box on my website, and so much more is there as well available to you. God bless you all. Take care, and bye for now. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. I hope you're doing well. Let's have a look at your messages for your energy being shifted right now. Like, what is shifting in your energy, or what gets to be shifted? We have compassion. So I see that what's being activated for you in your energy is compassion. We have an opening of the heart chakra for a lot of you. So the frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. So I feel like some of you are now realizing that having a closed heart is not the way to experience life. Also, judging others comes from a place of self-criticism and lack of self-love. And we all have experienced that. We all experience it. But we all also take responsibility for our actions and how we think. And and see and say and do. And I see that a lot of you, what's being opened up right now is compassion. 15 is the Devil card, so I think some of you may have been shifting someone out of your life who was very malicious, I'm hearing. Someone who's very negative in your life. I see a particular person. I see also, I just heard drug addictions for some around you. I see that maybe you were judging people too harshly because of their addictions. And I see that whatever you've experienced, I see that there is a justice taking place, a karmic justice, a karmic balancing. There's a karmic balance taking place in this situation, okay? Just also, I feel like a lot of you are letting go of control. I think that's what's being shifted. You're letting go of control. Now, the Justice card in ancient Kemet, otherwise known as Egypt, is the sign of when you pass on to the other life, the afterlife, your heart is measured against a feather on a scales. So I see that you're realizing that it's better to have an open heart and a lighter heart than a heavy heart to take on to the next world. You understand the law of karma now. We have the Tower. So for you, Pole 2, I see that something has greatly shifted, not only energetically for you, but also externally. Something has shifted for you externally. I see that there is a leveling of a situation around you and you're witnessing it. Or for some of you, there's a leveling in... I'm getting distracted because this here looks like... It looks like an elephant, how I'm seeing it. And an elephant's trunk, and it's down. I feel like you may have... I think your energy is shifting because the way of thinking is shifting. Because I see that a lot of you, Pole 2, were seeing something from a glass half empty point of view, where you saw everything fairly negatively, and it may have been the people around you that have been casting this black magic on you. Because even being around people who are very negative all the time, and they've got the news on all the time, and they say you can't do this, you can't do that, you're never going to amount to anything all the time, it's a form of black magic. And so if you are unable to extricate yourself from that energy, it can impose itself on ourselves, and we may feel trapped. But I see that your energy is shifting because of there's a way of thinking that you've shifted, and the way of thinking is that you get to be abundant in this lifetime. You're becoming more abundant in your mindset, and therefore everything else is shifting. You're also seeing how everything that you do has a consequence into the afterlife. And so therefore you're opening up your heart to compassion for others who have this entrapped, I just heard low minority. So a lack mentality, and a way of thinking that keeps them at a low status in society even. So I see that a lot of you are shifting your mindset about the people around you. I feel like a lot of you, this is family, and you're having more compassion for these people, for your family members, because in a way they dealt with the cards that they were dealt with, but they may not have dealt with those cards in a way that you would have dealt with them. And what's happening is, I feel like a lot of you are breaking generational curses and breaking generational cycles. That's what I'm hearing. Exactly. So you have the Messenger of Water, the High Priestess, and the Star. So a lot of you, Pisces energy here very strongly, and Aquarius, Scorpio and Libra very, very strongly here. Okay, so maybe you were around people who you grew up with excuse me, who told you you're never going to amount to anything, but you end up actually amounting to something magnificent, something great, something spectacular, something unique, something splendorous. I mean, this card is absolutely beautiful. This is the star, this is the healer, but it's also the dreamer who creates her dreams and turns them into reality. So from a place of lack and a upbringing of lack and negativity, and maybe for some of you toxicity, what's shifting is the people, places and things that brought you down, the energy that brought you down, the mindset that brought you down, into a new energy, a new shift of abundance, prosperity and dreams. For a lot of you, you could be moving into the arena of great stardom in Hollywood as an actor. You could also be a singer or any kind of artistic form. I see that you're using the sound and the beat of your own drum as a resonance, as a muse for your endeavors. I'm hearing that's exactly what I've just heard in the channeling. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing. I see that you could be traveling for some of you. Six of Water. Try not to reminisce over the past, because the past is over with the Six of Water, which is Six of Cups. King of Water, there's a father here. The Nine of Earth, feeling a bit like I just heard a solo traveler and a lone wolf. I feel like a lot of you, what you're shifting is, for some of you, you may have been an only child, or you felt like an only child. I'll put the light on because it's quite dark. And I see that a lot of you, you may not have been only children, but you felt like you were. And I see that a lot of you, kind of like pile one, but I just feel like it's the collective recently. The collective, Abstract Medicine Collective, has been shifting from speaking into witnessing, into listening. So with the elephant here, also a sign of Ganesha, could be a sign for you that's very important to you as well. You may have an altar to Ganesha, or you may do some yogic or, you know, mantras or meditations. Of Ganesha, or you may have a yantra of Ganesha, because Ganesha represents removing obstacles, especially of abundance. So I see that you are moving into an energy of abundance, but I see that you have learned from Ganesha to speak less and listen more with his big ears. And the elephant's trunk can always go up. So when the elephant's trunk is up, it means that there is a sign of good luck. When the elephant's trunk is down, it's a sign of bad luck. And I feel like you've been in a situation where you've had to juggle your finances, you've had to maybe move home a lot with the Four of Fire. For some of you, your dreams are coming true with regard to a relationship. You may have been transforming over and over again. I wouldn't be surprised if you are a healer. This is very, very natural and normal for a lot of healers to go over processes of transformation over and over again throughout their lifetime, where they grow up very, very quickly and are wise souls and transmute and transform others by their presence and by their healing abilities or their creativity, whatever it is. It's a healing practice. So Scorpio energy here, as I mentioned, honestly, what I'm seeing here for you, Pole 2, is I don't see much communication with your family members moving forward. I see you sort of maybe I just heard exercising. So extricating your energy from them completely because they're detrimental to your soul and to where you've got to be. And where your true soul family are is not where is not where you came from, and that's why you've always felt so different. But you're using the understanding, you're using the understanding, let's say, of compassion in order to have love for, I just keep hearing these people, which is your family members, and but nonetheless you're ready for the transformation to take place. What that transformation is, I don't know, but I see a lot of you maybe deleting your phone number, changing your phone number, moving on, moving to a new home, relocating, doing it in silence. A new contract is involved here, and also a new soul contract is involved here as well, because you're now fully on your aligned path. If you like to also come here and stay with me for three days, I will be able to go deeper into your situation by removing obstacles from your energy field as well, and doing an exorcism as well. I can do that, and I'd be happy to do that, because I feel like a lot of you, Pole 2, are people who are healers that get to also be healed, and you have a great mission on this planet, and I wouldn't want to stop. I wouldn't want anything to get in your way of that. Of course you have free will, but I see that a lot of you have great gifts to offer the world. I want to continue with your reading, but I'll leave it here for the moment, and I'll move on to Pole 3. You're more than welcome to listen to Pole 1 as well. But basically your reading is, I would say, before you used to be the mediator, and now you're just going on this road alone. You know, it's best to go alone and find balance, because where you're going, no one else can go. It's best to find balance. I'm seeing the letter F here. I think I saw another letter in another card. Yeah, you're moving in a new direction. Lots of green here. Your aura could be very green. You know, I honestly see for a lot of you, Pole 2, you are star seeds, and you have beautiful light coding within you. 6 of Fire. I'm very excited about this new journey for you and the shift that you're taking with compassion, because you're really going to get your heart. I mean, I'm almost getting emotional. My heart is I've got like anxiety around my heart, because I feel like a lot of you have been going through really hard times, and you've been experiencing these hard times alone. And I feel like the thing is, we have as well. You're over here, I'm over here, there's another person over here, there's another person over there, there's another person here. So those who are star seeds have also experienced whatever you have experienced in the same sort of energy, but far away. And now we get to commune, we get to come together, and we get to lift the planet, honestly, elevate this world and awaken others. So I do see you're going to get massive recognition, Pile 2. Claim down in the comments 66 and have a look at the number 66, the angel number 66. And we have 6 here, look, 666. You know, remember that hex I spoke about? Did I speak about it in Pile 1? But yeah, I spoke about it in Pile 1. You may wish to listen to Pile 1. But I see that whatever you have been around that has been dark and heavy and low density, I see that you're shifting that and seeing it from a different perspective now into abundance. So you're reflecting back the complete opposite of what you had experienced to the people who raised you, let's say, into the people who you get to lead as well by your example. Beautiful energy. I'm going to leave you here. Thank you so much, Pole 2. It was a real joy reading for you, and I'm going to go ahead and read for Pole 3. You're more than welcome to join me there. Thank you so much. God bless. Take care. Bye for now. Hello, Pole 3. Welcome to your reading. So what is shifting in your energy, or what is being shifted from your energy right now? Conception. Okay, wow, conception. So we have number 16, and we have these lovely orbs. The lovely orbs. Okay, so you could be someone like myself who sees lots of orbs. Anyway, it says the frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything is creation. Sorry, let me read it again. The frequency of conception invites us to bring our consciousness to our origin, the place where everything in creation begins. It helps us to remember the infinite potential and possibilities of this space and what we can manifest through our own focused awareness and intention. Okay, so it's the energy of consciousness as well, pile 3. And as I say this, my neighbour is moving her bins. So I feel like this could be a reading for a lot of you where, pile 3, you may be an amalgamation of pile 1 and pile 2, where you had cleared out the clutter and you've been making space and just been focusing on your own thing, your own natural self-growth. Maybe some of you have also been focused on removing negative obstacles in your way, or you've been removing certain ways of thinking that have been coming from a place of lack that have not been beneficial, or maybe you've been playing to other people's negative thinking in a way where people say, oh, you can't do this, and you go, okay, I'll give up on my dream. I feel like a lot of you, pile 3, are really getting, I think you've done all of those things, and I feel like you're really more in touch with the celestials. I feel like you're really in touch with the higher beings, and I feel like you could be seeing orbs because your frequency is raising so much. Now 16 is a 7 in numerology, right? 1 and 6 is a 7. So I see that who you are as a person is now being shifted into someone who is an embodiment of balance, is an embodiment of harmony, and is an embodiment of the soul incarnated in a physical vessel. I feel like what that means is, to me, what I'm channeling is there's a strong awareness of who you are and why you're here on this planet. Yeah. Some of you could be doing some meditation practices as well that are really helpful for you to connect with the higher realms. Number 16 is the Tower card in the major arcana of the tarot, which does talk about an awakening. So in the collective reading that I did, that I posted just yesterday about a new life, I mentioned at the very end of the reading, which may have resonated with you the most, where some of you are experiencing awakenings after awakenings after awakenings, like every day. And it's because you're here to receive as much information. You're just receiving all of this information and downloading all of this data from a higher realm so that you could be that living, moving archive of information for others to tap into or not. Again, it's the energy of the collective that I mentioned in pile 2, where there's been a lot of awareness and a lot of silence in the collective, where there's been a lot of watching, reading and listening and speaking less. So I don't necessarily see you, of course you take inspired action, but I don't necessarily see you like having a real drive. I don't really see lots of fire where you you don't come from a place of urgency, you just come from a place of knowing and being. And everything comes to you, and everything is moving symbiotically around you and within you. It's such a magical reading and experience that I'm picking up on. I have the 4 of air, the 5 of fire. Okay, so I'm speaking to my alchemists here. My alchemists. Air and fire. 10 of fire. 3 of earth. some of you are letting go of a relationship here. I see a heartburn letter. So you're doing a cord cutting ceremony, I think, with, you know, we're going to be having the full moon just this weekend, so you could be doing a cord cutting, like writing a letter and burning it. I see this in the shape of a heart. I also see a teepee tent here. So again, you could be going within. I do feel the first thing I wanted to say here with this card, I should have just said it, is alternative medicine, and you could be doing that over alcoholic spirits. I see that you're connecting to spirit and other spirits of a higher frequency through alternative medicines. Maybe you know, in ceremony. We have justice. So I mentioned in pile 1 or pile 2 that the justice card is a card that is a symbol of ancient Kemet, otherwise known as Egypt, and it's a symbol of the scales that are presented at the end of your life. And I feel like a lot of you've experienced this lifetime, many, and in other planets as well, but many lifetimes here on planet Earth, I feel. And I think at least a minimum of 3, I'm hearing, with the 3 of Earth. And I see that you understand now the cause and effect of everything that you have done, thought, in particular thought, on this planet and in other timelines, in other planets as well. I also see that everything is coming together right now. Everything that you've done, all the timelines are coming into this exact apex right now in your lifetime. So when you go into the next life, and just through the doors of justice, just through the doors of judgment, you then see Lady Justice. I've forgotten her name now. I think it might be Hathor, but she presents to you the scales, and you present your heart, and she sees if your heart is lighter than your feather, than the feather. So I think you are aware of this, but I wouldn't be surprised if you also had a very strong connection with this goddess herself. So I see that you are traveling a lot. So what's being shifted right now is, it's like I'm almost not even meant to be reading these cards, really. What's shifting right now is Four of Air is recovery after heartbreak. 5 of Fire is conflict, but here we have collaboration. Ending of disaster, ending, and number 16 is a tower card, right? So ending of disaster, ending of pain, ending of endings. So you're going through recovery. What kind of recovery is this? Please, Spirit. A recovery. It's like you're recovering memory. What's being shifted is recovering a sense of being that you always knew about yourself, but you weren't necessarily aware of. It's almost like you're coming into your higher self. The 9 of Earth. You could be, honestly, for some of you, you could be going into a completely new doctrine, or you're going on a path. I'm seeing, yeah, number 9. You're about to start a new path of a vow of silence for some of you. You could also be going into a new path where you commit your devotion of something or someone. What is this about? Into a new realm. A new pathway is opening up. Patience. Hang on, let's put it like this. Patience and Queen of Water. I feel like some of you are, what's being shifted is your awareness of your origin, and therefore the awareness of humans' origins. So I see that some of you are moving from one belief system, and that's what's being shifted into a new belief system completely. 180, 360 degree shift in your understanding of the world. That's what I'm seeing. And with the Queen of Water, there's an inner knowing. So I see a lot of you are practicing silence, and you are, this is the priestess. You're becoming a priestess. The call, we did talk about judgment, 10-10. What's being conceived and what's being shifted is the call. Okay, now I see it. Thank you, Spirit. Now I see it. I didn't see it, now I do. So what's happening is you're patient with those who are unawakened, and for those who are awakening through your seeds, I feel like this is my part, to be honest, through your seeds of information that have been downloaded, right, from the higher spheres, you're waking up those who are wanting more information and more knowledge. That's what I'm seeing. Pole 3. And what I like about this pole also is that you're delighting in clearing out the end cycle, the end of the third dimension, which is the 3 of Earth, into a higher dimension. So I see that you are helping to raise the frequency of this planet. That's what's being conceived. Now, for some of you, if that does not resonate with you at all, you may wish to listen to pole 1 and pole 2, because I'm already quite deep into this reading. But what I'm seeing here is there's a shift in how you do things, how you create things. There's a change in how you even recover and you heal. Your healing period can be very rapid through just a quick 4-minute pause, you know? And I just saw 333 on the timer. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Path 3. I'm seeing that you're able to quickly heal and quickly move on. The person that you were yesterday, let's say, is not the same person that you are today, or the person you're becoming, because you are becoming you are in a process of becoming, and you are more close to the person that you've always been, but haven't released onto the world just yet. And what I also love about this, in the timing of this reading, it's the energy of resurrection just around the corner. So I see that you are re-becoming, you're becoming the elemental energy, you're becoming the spiritual energy, you're becoming the spirit more so over the physical vessel, if that makes sense. There's positive news coming in as well. A phone call, a literal phone call, an email, or some sort of news is coming in to bring in justice for you. And we have a 4. I think a lot of you, your number, claim it down in the comments, is 333 or 444. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Pearls of wisdom, ending of a lack of self-belief, and we have a 5. We've got 4, so the angel numbers you get to look at is 444 and 333 and 55. So pile 3, what's being shifted is petty energy, people belittling themselves, and a movement into expansion. You know, the 9 of air here, her wings are spread. You're also moving away from drama, petty energy and drama. People who have lack mentalities, who keep going over the same cycle over and over again, even if you give them good advice, with the Queen of Water, Queen of Cups, from a loving standpoint, and they don't take heed of your advice. That's got nothing to do with you. Don't get frustrated, have patience, just let them, they have free will, right? So just allow them to make mistakes and stumble along the way as well. And we have the Queen of Earth. So I see that you are in the world, but you are not of the world. And how you are coming across in the world is like this. So incredibly abundant, very Empress energy, very in touch with nature, almost camouflaged into nature. It's like you're I wouldn't be surprised if you shapeshift, or you see shape-shifting a lot in nature in particular. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And you see how these 2 women, which is you, pile 3, are looking to this direction. So I see that you're, and kind of semi-closed eyes as well. Like, it's almost like your eyes are really beautiful too, but it's also like you're becoming more in touch with your inner soul and your inner calling, and your inner calling is being asked for you, is being asked for it to be presented to the world even more so. Your light, your truth, the gift that Spirit has given to you, you are being. And I think Spirit really wants to commend you for that. We have the King of Fire. I always see this card as the King of Hearts as well, but this is someone who, I also see this card as a mentor, someone who is incredibly passionate, loving and driven, and that's where the drive comes from. You don't get to drive, I mean you can drive the car as well, but you don't get to have that push anymore. It's more like the other person, or divine masculine, let's say, comes towards you. Exactly, and talking about that, we have the Chariot. So I see this card as a masculine energy. You could be working with Archangel Metatron. I wouldn't be surprised if you were able to lapse time, your time hopping, time leaping, pile 3, and we have another 7 here. So again, very, very in contact with the higher realms. And if you are in a connection with someone, or you will be soon, have patience a little bit longer, because they are going to come to see you. They are coming to you. And we have the 9 of Fire. So it's about your dreams coming true and asserting your boundaries, letting go of nostalgia as well. It's important to move on. I feel like you already have, and you've just been working on you. Exactly. And exactly what I said about you are in the world, but you are not of the world, because you're part of a whole system of stellar energy, solar. You're part of a whole solar system and other solar systems. And you see here with this sun here as the key, you've unlocked a doorway here, particularly with the 11. And as I say this, the moon is right opposite the windows in this reading. So you're unlocking a new reality, and that's what's being shifted. You're able to see new realities. Wow, powerful readings. Pile 3, I have these wonderful altar pieces that may help you, or votives, either altar pieces or votives. You can choose which ones you would like, but each one is to call in something particularly that you want to focus on. This one is about surrendering and letting go of negative self-talk as well, or beliefs. So surrendering and having more patience. This one is a heart opener, and it's about self-love, attracting more romantic love in your life, or more loving things to be grateful for. And this one is shadow play, so accepting your shadow as well, and maybe having a bit of a play with it, and accepting it and bringing it into your soul and yourself and your personality as well, because you are a whole being here, particularly with the World card. You have an understanding, pile 3, of cycles changing, and honestly, I would love to talk to you, because I feel like a lot of you I resonate with pile 3. If you'd like to book a private reading with me and I can go deeper into your personal situation, I would be absolutely glad to do that. I would love to host you here on my private retreat here in the beautiful English countryside for 3 days, 3 wonderful days. The dates available are in April and in May, and the information is on the website. But if you find yourself getting stuck with that information, you can't find it, just drop me an email and I'd be happy to help. So wonderful. Thank you so much, pile 3. Listen to pile 1 and pile 2 if you like, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Bye.